The Chiefs lost a heartbreaker on Sunday, but the beauty of sports is that Kansas City has a chance to get right back on track this weekend with a divisional matchup against the Chargers on deck. The Chiefs' loss on Sunday was their first defeat on the road since Week 10 of the 2019 season. That's 679 days between losses. That loss back in 2019 was against the Tennessee Titans, and for what it's worth, there are some interesting parallels between the two games. For one thing, the Chiefs carried a 2-score lead into the fourth quarter before a series of wild events led to a loss, just like what happened in Baltimore. The good news? The Chiefs used that loss as fuel to win 13 straight games, including Super Bowl 54, and that streak began against none other than the LA Chargers, who the Chiefs will play this Sunday. That win over the Bolts back in 2019 was a continuation of the Chiefs' ridiculous dominance over the AFC West in recent years. Since 2015, Kansas City is 31-5 against divisional opponents. In that span, every other team in the NFL has lost at least 10 divisional games. It's crazy. That includes a 10-2 record against the Chargers. And one of those losses was when the starters didn't play in Week 17 of last season. One of the guys behind that success has been tight end Travis Kelce, whose 60 receptions since 2014 are the most of any player in the NFL against the Chargers. Kelce also broke another record last week, becoming the fastest tight end in league history to reach the 8,000-yard mark. The man is rewriting the record books before our eyes. On the other side is Chargers second-year quarterback Justin Herbert, who threw for more than 4,000 yards and 31 touchdowns last season. Herbert has tallied 10 300-yard games since the beginning of last year, which ranks second to only Patrick Mahomes. And he has some weapons at his disposal, including tailback Austin Eckler, who caught a team-leading 9 passes in last week's game against Dallas, and wide receiver Keenan Allen, whose 168 targets since the beginning of last year rank 4th in the NFL. Defensively, the Chargers are led by veteran pass rusher Joey Bosa, whose 111 quarterback hits since 2016 ranks 6th in the league. He's part of a star-studded unit that's only allowed 3 touchdowns this year, but it's worth pointing out that they've struggled on first down. In fact, the Chargers have allowed at least 4 yards on 72% of first down plays this season, the highest rate in the league. Lastly, a win on Sunday would be a big deal for Coach Reid. It would mark his 100th victory with Kansas City, reaching the mark in just 9 years and becoming the only coach in league history to tally at least 100 wins with multiple franchises. Divisional games always hit a little bit different, and the Chiefs will have their shot at keeping their AFC West dominance going as the Chargers come to town on Sunday afternoon.